All right, everyone, welcome. And we're going to come in the door of Weingarten Vineyards in Sainte Genevieve. It is absolutely beautiful today. A little windy, so you might want to grab a jacket. Ladies, I would tell you not to grab a hat because it's going to fly right off of your head. The guys, they've got their ball caps on, but pull down a little bit more than we girls would. Isn't it pretty? This is actually what you'll see first thing when you walk in the door of Weingarten Vineyards in Sainte Genevieve. Now, you might remember back in the fall, we spoke with the general manager, Joe Tomiser. Now we get a chance to be with him, and we're going to break it all down from when they took over this beautiful property. So that's what it looks like right as you walk in the door. And then this is the stunning view. Hi, Joe.
How are you?
Oh my gosh, so good. Thank you for having us out here.
Thank you for coming.
Look at this. This is what you see every day. I mean, you're
It's
so
not
blessed.
bad. It's not bad.
It's stunning. It really, really is.
Yeah.
So thanks for having us out. Thanks for coming in and telling us the backstory about your family getting a chance to get this beautiful property. You have your uncle to thank for it, right?
Aunt and uncle. Yep. And my dad's brother Eric. We and him kind of tag team this operation together, and it's going great so far.
He had a dream, and they've taken the dream and they've just absolutely run with it. So throughout the hour, we would love for you, if you're spontaneous and you're like, hey, I would love to go to a winery today. Well, put this one on the map. You guys took this over in June of last year, right?
So we bought it in June of last year, and our first opening was September 21st. So we've been open, give or take 8 months or so, but we are just about to get our wedding venue rocking and rolling, and we're going to be hitting the road.
So here's what we want to do. I want to show what this was when you all took it over, but you've done so much work. In fact, Joe, I got to give you major props. We were here doing a site test just a few days ago, and I looked and I'm like, there's no way you're going to get this done. Did you guys even sleep?
No. It took a lot of work from a lot of friends and family to help me. We were here last night until 10 o'clock, getting everything as much as we possibly could to make it look presentable and not have baseboards and paint and drywall and everything under the sun all over the floors. But we're almost there. You guys get to see a very newly renovated, updated version. It's not complete just yet. There's some fine tuning of some things to do, some decorating. But it looks so good.
It does. So good. It's amazing. And so ladies, here's the deal. If you or someone you know is getting engaged or just got engaged and they're starting to go through the process of, oh, I wonder where we want to have our wedding, I want you to put this on the list. Also, events that you have, get-togethers, maybe family reunions or corporations that want to have an event. I want to show you what it looked like before. We've got a 3-minute video or so. Look at this. And then I want to thank Jenny and Andy and Jim behind the scenes doing work for us. Jenny's going to walk you through this entire gorgeous property and show you what they've done, and you still have some other things that you're going to be doing with it to get it completely finished, right? But they are so close. I mean, seriously, from 3 days ago. We're going to show you some of the before in the construction, but take a look at this. All right, so that video evidently doesn't want to play.
That's okay.
So let's just show what you've all done. How about that?
Absolutely.
I don't know why your video is not playing, but let me first tell you where we are located. So break it down here, weingartenvineyard.com, and that's how you spell it, by the way. And then you can watch them, all the amazing pictures and videos and stuff that they put on their Instagram pages or Facebook. What are you most active on?
Facebook.
Facebook,
yep,
okay.
Facebook,
absolutely. At Weingarten Vineyard. And then if you want to shoot an email to Joe, it's joe@weingartenvineyard@gmail.com. Open Thursday through Sunday, by the way. And you have music starting at 1 o'clock this afternoon.
Yes, we do. Yep, we have live music starting today at 1 o'clock. Every Saturday we do live music from 1 to 4. So we'll mix in a Sunday here and there. But every single Saturday we have live music here.
Yep. So hopefully you had a chance to come out and maybe see Vince Martin. They had Abigail Tate. Today it is Baker and Margot. What kind of music did they play?
A little bit of everything, some classical, some jazz. They'll mix in a couple new country and pop songs as well. They're really good. They're really good.
So that'll be starting for you at 1 o'clock this afternoon. You can come out and check that out as well. We're going to kind of go back and forth and see what it looks like, again, when you walk in. But let's talk about some of the construction. So again, you took it over in June. And when you took it over, what were the first things that you said, okay, this is what we want to change?
Well, first and foremost, we had to kind of just do a huge cleaning overhaul. So this wasn't open for 5 or 6 years. So it was little things like painting all the tables and chairs outside, doing deep cleanings of things behind the bar, and really just figuring out how to make a winery and restaurant because I had never done it before, and neither had my family. So it was a lot of relying on some really key important people. One of which, his name's Matt Schicker. He's our wine rep. He works at Palm Bay International. He's been more than gracious. I have really no words to describe how thankful I am for him. We set up our entire wine menu, and just overall, a lot of people have come in to just give recommendations and to really help us kind of put a team effort together in making this place what it is now. So it's been an awesome ride so far, and we're just getting started.
Absolutely. And this, by the way, my husband walked in. He's like, "Wow, what a view! This, what do you call? Is this your dining area?"
Yeah. So this is our main dining and restaurant area, where we have just our reservations, our guests. That's really our main open to the public inside portion. So whether if it's rain or shine, we have room and seating for well over 100 people on the inside, and with the outside, we have seating for over 250. So.
And you just recently had how many people here for Mother's Day?
350 to 400. That's not including kids 7 and under. There were a lot of people here, but it worked out great. We did a lunch buffet with complimentary mimosas. It was awesome. Everybody loved it, and it was great to see everybody. All the families come together. It was cool.
Moms were happy.
Moms were very, very happy.
Grandmas,
aunts, with the complimentary mimosas. They loved it.
Good. All right, so you saw some of the before construction. We're going to walk you through. So Jenny is manning the camera, and we're going to start. We just showed you when you walk in the doors, but kind of walk us through now and take us through a virtual tour.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is our 300 guest wedding reception area. So it's kind of broken up into 3 parts in one ginormous part of our building. So this is on the lower level. We have a dance floor. We have seating for over 300 guests, and the coolest room that I've ever been in my entire life is what we're approaching right now. Is our wine cellar. I have never been to France yet. I want to. I've never been to Napa. I've hardly ever been to any other wineries in my life, but this is I envision myself there when I'm in this part of our building. It's super cool.
Joe took us through. So here's the thing. Yes, if you've been to Napa, or if you've been to Italy or France, or you name it, like the Oregon region has incredible wines, Washington State, etc. Everybody always loves the barrels. Yeah. It's the place to take the pictures. By the way, beautiful pictures for weddings taken there. You have had a wedding reception here already, right?
Yes. So we've had a wedding and reception. We've also had a ceremony. With us being open just in September, and us really starting to kind of put ourselves out there that we're not just a winery and restaurant, but a wedding venue also.
Yep.
We are just now getting into the marketing of that. So I have multiple this fall, and I'm booking up this spring. So, and that wine cellar that you saw, that's going to be a place where we do our cocktail hours for all of our weddings. We're going to be changing a couple things up in there, but look at those pictures. I mean,
that is the perfect place to take it.
That is beautiful.
Well, you know what, Joe, and let me reintroduce once again. If you're just tuning in, we're going to show you more of the walkthrough of Weingarten Vineyards. Joe Tomiser, again, is the general manager. One of the things that you said is, and I love this, and you kind of gave me a chill, and it's giving me a chill again. You want to kind of reinvent the way weddings are done. Explain that.
So I haven't really had any, I have zero wedding experience before we took this over. None, absolutely none. But it's a kind of a blessing in disguise that I've never had somebody to tell me, oh no, this is not the way that you do things, or this is how you need to do things. Right. Because our kind of motto here is we're just going to figure it out as we go, right? And I don't want, the way that I have seen other packets and other just wedding packets in general is everything is nickel and dimed.
Yes.
Right. And it's so outrageously expensive for absolutely no reason, to where I want to create more than just a 5-hour experience that somebody's dropping $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 on. That's not what you're going to pay here. Like, I don't want that, because if I'm not going to pay it, I'm not going to ask you to pay it.
Sure.
So what I'm really trying to create is a weekend of fun and memories, and really making this a whole experience as just we had our ceremony and reception here. No, we spent our whole weekend here, and we had a great time, which is what we're doing with our upstairs.
And we'll show you that in just a second. So again, this is that downstairs area. So the thing that you have been doing and getting ready for these upcoming weddings is the ability for women and men to have up to 10 bridesmaids and 10 groomsmen. We'll go up there and show that in a little bit.
Yeah. So we're currently building out a bridal and groom suite that I would say is around 90% complete, other than little decor and certain things. But in our building, we're going to be able to house up to 28 people. So we have a honeymoon suite. We have an additional room that can be given to mom and dad, or best man and his wife, or maid of honor and her husband, whoever they want to use it for. But then we have sleeping for 10 bridesmaids and 10 groomsmen, with the bride and groom having their own individual room that you guys will get to see in just a minute.
Yeah, and the bathrooms, by the way, the showers, I mean, the work that they've done is just so pretty. So you'll see that shortly. I want to take you outside, and if we can get this darn video to play, I want you to see the drone footage of it. But this is the exterior of it. What's the acreage here that you have?
So we own 25, but we are on a lot of 200.
Oh
so it's a beautiful view. It's a beautiful view. And we have this awesome lake over here that we use as one of our wedding ceremony spots as well. Mm-hmm. So it's gorgeous out here.
Again, Weingarten Vineyards in Sainte Genevieve. So it's very easy. Evidently, so I have a friend that's coming down and she's like, we're stuck on the highway. There's an accident. They're rerouting them, trying to get out here. So 55, and then you get off at O and go to 32.
To 32, and you're here in 2 minutes.
What's the name of the road?
Rottler Road. Right. Yep.
Very good. So that's what we want you to do. We want you to come on out here. If you can come out today, it's a perfect day for a winery. Again, we're going to wrap up our broadcast. We're going to stick around. We're going to hang with all of you, music to be played. And then I want to talk about your food. Your menus are amazing. What are you most proud of on your menus?
My chef. He's not on my menu, but I'm most proud of my chef. He's fantastic. We're brand new, right? So we've switched our menu so many times that I'm sure I've given him more headaches than one, but he's phenomenal, and we're really just trying to see what our community and what people like. And I tell you what, our steaks are incredible. Yep. Our crab cakes are to die for. That's really what I was like. Yeah, we have to have these things that are better than everybody else's, and I would put ours against anybody's. But our chef is just fantastic. We do all of our own in-house caterings. We do. Everything is prepped in-house, and it's going great so far. He's done a great job.
So you're looking at the menus there. You can check this all out, by the way, on their website, weingartenvineyard.com. And then you also have a full rundown of different wines, which we're going to taste here in just a second. But white wines, red wines, but it's not all you have. I actually have a video of you making. Is this one of your favorite drinks?
It's my favorite drink.
Oh, your all-time
favorite drink. Yep, absolutely.
Period. He's like, this is my jam. And my husband is actually a big fan also of an old fashioned. So we have Joe, and we're going to post this, by the way, on my reels and my stories. Gosh, it is windy out here. It's so crazy windy. So he is giving away the secrets of his family's old fashioned. So check this out.
Hi friends and family of the Real Monica Adams Show. My name is Joe Tomiser. I am here to give you our old-fashioned recipe that is super popular here at our winery and restaurant. So let's get started. We're going to start off with a natural sugar cube and 2 shakes of the aromatic bitters. We're going to do a splash of club soda and a little bit of simple syrup. Now, you don't have to put the simple syrup in there. It's a personal preference of mine, and same with our customers. Gives it a little bit of a sweeter touch. We're gonna take a muddle that sugar cube. We're gonna take a whiskey ball. Drop that in there. We're gonna do 2 ounces of bullet bourbon. We're gonna stir. We're gonna spritz with an orange peel. Rim it with an orange peel. And top it off with a Luxardo cherry. That's how you enjoy an old-fashioned.
Delish. And my husband, shout in the background, how good was it?
Oh, it was delicious.
Oh, he said, oh, was it? Oh, you could? Well, that's weird because we weren't even in it. That's so strange. Okay, thanks. So anyway, welcome back again. We are at Weingarten Vineyard in Sainte Genevieve, and we want to welcome you out here to this incredible property, the rolling hills. Again, you mentioned the water, which I think would make for beautiful pictures. If I can spin it around a little bit, let me show you. Yeah, there you go. And there's some wine, by the way. Let's talk about some of this. Let's toast, by the way, to your hard work, because I know you're exhausted.
Absolutely.
And your entire team and your family. And I can't wait to bring your aunt on in just a second. Your aunt actually is probably a big reason why we connected, isn't she?
Yeah, she listens to your show every morning. And I get text message updates 3 or 4 times a week that I am on your show.
Because we keep running the promo, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, Joe, you're on Monica Adams show again. Joe, you're on. Yep. I get them every couple of days.
We're keeping you around. My assistant Jenny, she loves it because at the very end, Joe's like, I might be back. And then you hear the scratch of the record. No, I promise you I'll be back. Yeah. And here we are, by the way, today. So we're going to walk you through. So Jenny, by the way, is manning the camera. So we went from downstairs, the beautiful barrels that are down there. And you were talking, by the way, of wanting to have this more of like a tasting area, tasting table, right?
Yeah. So we're kind of going to be using that room for a little bit of a multi-purpose. So for the downstairs wine cellar, we're going to do, eventually we'll do private dinners. Okay. We'll do our wine club, wine lockers, all of that stuff down there once I have time to sleep 8 hours.
Exactly.
But yeah, that's down the road. That's down the road.
Did you sleep on the property the last few days?
I've been here since Thursday of last week.
Oh my God. Okay.
No, 2 weeks ago, last Thursday. Yeah.
Again, if you're just tuning in, this is Joe Tomiser. Joe is the general manager of Weingarten Vineyards, working his butt off. Shout out to your mom, Sharon, who I finally got a chance to meet. And then Aunt Kathleen, she's coming on, right? Soon. All right, we're gonna put her on as well. But let's now go upstairs. So Jenny has gone upstairs. Now you're gonna walk us through. This is where you really have been working your butt off since we saw you a few days ago.
Yes. So this is our groomsmen suite. So this is where we are able to house 10 groomsmen for the entirety of their stay. So really my idea behind this whole thing is, like I said, creating a weekend experience. So whether if that's you guys come down and stay Friday, you have your rehearsal dinner on Friday night, we have pool tables, we'll have poker tables for the guys for the morning of to keep them entertained while the girls are getting ready on the business side, which is the bridal suite. So we're gonna have a bunch of stuff in here, TVs, big lounge couches, poker table, pool table. Like I said, last Saturday I had all my friends come down and we lifted that ginormous pool table up an L flight of stairs. That is yet to be put up yet, but look at that view.
I was just going to say, we got to pause for a second. Incredible. That's what the guys are looking at.
Yeah. Yep.
While they're playing pool, while they're having some drinks.
Yep.
That does not suck, Joe.
That is not bad. No, that is not bad. And we also have an outdoor balcony up there that we'll use to where we'll have guys be able to play bags. Now there's just a bunch of saws and wood out there, but eventually it'll be a spot where guys can play bags. We'll have outdoor furniture, cigars, whatever the case may be. So it's how I wanted it. So I think everybody would seriously enjoy how much time and effort was put into this to make sure that on the guys' side they have an awesome time and an awesome experience.
Well, I'm going to tell you from a woman who I'll be celebrating my 10th anniversary coming up this fall. We wanted to do the same thing that you're doing here, which is to make sure that our family and friends, you know, obviously you have family coming in the next day for the wedding, but for all of those that are part of the wedding, that they're not having to sleep somewhere else or drive somewhere else, that you're on the property together. And that's what you've created here. So for all of you, again, that are just tuning in, I want you to share this. It's the greatest thing you can do. Share with anyone that you know that is planning a wedding or soon to be, or maybe you're the ones that are privy to the information that someone's getting ready to get engaged. And then tell them about this stunning property that we're going to take you through. So we're going to let Jenny have some time to get over towards the bride's area. You and I were laughing because I was like, I really want to redo my master bathroom. And you're like, well, I know how to do these things now.
Yeah, all it takes is a blank sheet of paper and some painter's tape. Seriously, that's how I designed the whole thing. I wrote down on a blank sheet of paper the measurements of everything and how I wanted it to be, how I designed it. And I went and used some masking painter's tape and showed my contractor and was like, this is what I want. And he's like, okay. And this is how we went off of this. Was I picked out everything. I picked out the flooring, the tile, the setup of the bathrooms, the paint, and I don't know how many times I've been to Sherwin-Williams, but I'm about sick and tired of going there. Like, good Lord.
The thing I love about you, let's talk about this. So I'll bring Jenny up on the screen. So we were originally talking about doing, and I told you as soon as we came here, I'm like, no. We can't do the show from inside that because we'll never see this gorgeous view.
And I'm glad we didn't because it's not 100% done yet.
This is the upper balcony, by the way, of what you get to see looking down. But I love that. So what do you want that little area where the couch is to be? Just kind of just a hang with a handful of friends?
Yeah, so it'll be, it's really a spot to where the night before the bride and the groom side can hang out. And anytime I do wedding tours, this will be a spot where I bring, newly engaged couples up there to sit down, talk shop, and really go over what they want for their wedding. And also a spot that will be really good for pictures with bride and dad, groom and mom, and just a really cool lounge spot. It's not completely done just yet, but it's getting there. There's a lot of decor that I need up on my walls.
Hey, come on. I want to give you some grace. I want to give him some grace. So let's come back on set here for a second. You've got to give yourself grace. When we came here, there was so much construction, folks. It was taking place, and there was dust everywhere. And up in that little inset area were wires and tons of 2x4s and 4x4s.
Saws, and there was no flooring down on Tuesday of this past week, but we got flooring in there now.
And you've got furniture.
I got furniture.
It looks amazing.
Yeah.
And again, so folks, you got to dream big. But let's talk about this. So Joe, this was never in your future. You were in what industry?
I was a branch manager at Enterprise.
Yeah. So hang on, get Jim's finger up there. There we go.
Which I loved that job. I loved the grind of it, and it kind of prepared me for what I've been doing since we started, is just getting whatever needs to be done. Just get it done.
And passion, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I didn't really start getting out of college what I wanted to do. Yeah. I didn't think it was going to be, I want to go work for Enterprise, but when I got there, I loved it and I was passionate about it. And I'm super passionate about this, as you can see, is how much effort and
so proud of you.
Stuff we're putting into this. So.
And Kathleen, are we proud of him? She's like, yes. Okay, we're going to continue the tour, but I want to toast to you. So what are we starting with?
So this is the Yeeland Sauvignon Blanc. So this
from
is
New Zealand.
New Zealand, yes. So this is actually Kathleen's favorite.
Oh.
It's from Marlborough, New Zealand. It's actually a winery. It's the only winery in the world that is carbon neutral. I believe I said that correctly, or net carbon, to where they actually give more back to the land than what they take.
Oh, I love
that. I mean, they have like sheep on their farm that eat all the, like, they don't cut any of the grass. Like it's a super unique story. It's super, super cool.
You need to get to New Zealand, by the way.
Where this is made. So this is actually on our wine menu.
Here, we'll bring this so you can see the label.
Yeah. So this is on our menu. It's a fantastic bottle of wine that is right on the coast of Marlborough, New Zealand, right off the ocean coast. So it is, if your guests need to look up pictures of this winery so that you can put it into perspective of how awesome it is.
We didn't go to Marlborough, but we were in New Zealand for our second anniversary. And I'm going to tell you, everywhere you go, you look like you're walking into a postcard.
Yeah.
New Zealand is stunning and very good wine. So cheers to you and all of your hard work.
Thank you.
Cheers to all of you that are watching right now.
Yep.
And Kathleen's favorite. Oh, I do love a Sauvignon Blanc. It's such an easy drinking, perfect spring, summer day, sitting by water, sitting by the pool. Oh my goodness. We don't want that to flip over. So if you're just tuning in, again, we are at Weingarten Vineyards. I'm going to tell you once again how to find them. Would love to see you today. So there's the hours, 11 to 8 on Thursdays, 11 to 9 on Fridays, Saturday, 11 to 9, and Sunday from 10 to 4. So are you planning to do like a lot of different brunches?
So we do brunch every Sunday.
Awesome.
Until the end of the spring. Then we'll move to our full lunch menu for the remainder of the year. But every spring I say every spring, we've been open for one. But since March, we've been doing brunch, and we've had great turnouts for that. crab cake. Benedict's my chef's amazing. That's what I get every single time. Anytime I have brunch anywhere, and he
I'm
makes
hungry.
the best. I'm starving. Yeah.
We're gonna get some food in a second. Okay, before we take a break, I want to show the other side. So we showed you the groom's quarters. So let's start walking through. I know you're super proud of what you've done for the ladies.
Yes, it's super cool. Now
this is the groom's bathroom, though,
yeah,
right?
This is the groom's shower. There's double showers and double toilets. You cannot access the bridal side from the groom side unless you walk through their front door. So
stay away, boys.
Had to make sure that was the thing. But yeah, as we enter into the bridal suite, it's going to be super cool. It already is looking amazing now.
It is.
With all the natural light in there that she's about to show you. It's a perfect spot for girls to get makeup and hair done. And then this area here, this is going to be where it's going to be a bar / kitchenette area. So we'll bring up mimosas, danishes, catered lunch while they're getting ready for them. And then if we peer to our left here, this is our get ready area with all the natural light that comes in. We're going to have wall sconces up there as well, framing out each individual makeup station. So we have 5 makeup stations. I watched on Wednesday them put in the 20-foot long countertop. That was fun. Nothing broke though, which was fantastic. But yeah, so this is our get ready area. We have 5 individual makeup stations. And then straight ahead, I am putting in French doors right there, and that is going to be the bride's dress room.
Look, so, I got to tell you, I can't wait to see this finished because this is not that view, but this is something that I had where it was, somebody was saying, your aunt was saying that she's like, I put my dress on in church, which a lot of women, that's what they know. But it is something really special for a bride to be like, okay, it's got to chill. I'm getting ready to go show my ladies what this looks like. And I'm going to tell you right now, as soon as those French doors open, Joe, there are going to be so many tears.
Yeah. And I had a little bit of help with that. I'm not going to lie. So I asked some of my friends, I was like, hey, do I need a spot for girls to have their, put their dress on with their mom and their maid of honor? And they were like, yes, you do. I said, okay, all right, I'll make one. So
the videos you're going to see. The videos that will get shared with you, the pictures that will be shared, the look, because for me, it was my mom and I in the room, and then my little godchild, and then we opened the doors to my maid of honor.
So it was super cool, actually. I was giving a wedding tour, and the soon-to-be bride, when I showed her that room, she started crying.
Yes.
And it was a very, very, very cool moment for her and for me too, of like, okay, wow, this is actually, because I see this every day.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, it's super, super cool. It's awesome. But for somebody to see that and have that kind of emotional, we are doing their wedding.
I love that. And again, by the way, so my husband was like, is this a thing? Yes. Once the girls get together, they're just together. So they're all going to be in the room together.
Yes. So the fellas, I got bunk beds for the fellas, queen size bunk beds for the guys. It's just a guy thing. We're not sleeping in the same bed together. But for the girls, all 4, if we can peer back to that, all 4 of those are queen size beds that is going to be the bridesmaids sleeping quarters.
I'm telling you right now, that is a party.
Yeah. The walls are super nice. There's crown molding everywhere in there. It's super, super cool. Just a little decor needed, but we'll get there.
I can tell you right now, there's just going to be so much discussion and so much laughter and probably a lot of tears. So many memories will be created in that room right there.
Yeah, it's super cool. I also had to make sure of, okay, when I was first doing this, it's like, okay, I feel like the groom needs his own room, but would the bride want her own room? I'm like, well, I got the space for it, so I might as well build it out. So this is the bride's own room here. So she will have her own room. Eventually will also have her own vanity if she wanted to have a more of an intimate, getting ready moment by herself. I'll have that option in there as well. But yeah, she has a ginormous king size bed in there. Yeah, it's beautiful.
She's the queen.
Yes, but bigger the bed, the better.
Again, if you're just tuning in, let me come back here on screen. Joe Tomiser, the general manager, and you can hear it in him, right? You're beaming from ear to ear about how proud you are already of what you've created. You told me that you have weddings on tap for 26 and 27 already?
For 25 and 26.
Okay. So
how
many are already
on
tap?
We have around 4 to 5 this fall. And then we also have in the spring, I have 6 in the spring so
Wow.
far, 6 or 7 in the spring so far.
I'm so happy.
Yep.
Again, isn't this beautiful, folks? So if you're just tuning in and if you are saying, wow, where are they today? We're at Weingarten Vineyards in Sainte Gen, and it is a perfect day for a winery. So again, open until later this evening. Band's going to start from 1 to 4. We're going to hang out here with you. We would love to see you. So people were asking, you're not bringing any food or anything like that in. Most wineries are like that now. You can't bring anything inside your winery, right?
So we allow
allow
like snacks and
Okay.
stuff like that. Like if you want to bring a fruit tray, that's okay.
Oh, okay.
Totally fine. You
Okay.
want to bring cheese and crackers, that's okay.
You can.
You
Okay.
want to bring desserts or cake, that's also okay.
Wow.
We're not having a picnic out here, but at the same time, that's more than okay. We just don't obviously allow any outside booze, and we don't allow dogs on the inside or outside.
Yes, I do want to stress that. So no pets, okay? So leave those little guys at home. But you've got the menu for them to order off of.
Mhm.
So, but I'm proud of you because a lot of wineries have completely kiboshed that. They're like, nope, no cheese. We're going to do all of it.
So here's the thing. We do all of that, but it's kind of like a tradition, right? It's kind
I
of a
agree.
winery tradition thing where you bring a small bag of snacks or you bring a small bag of fruit, whatever the case may be. Now we're not bringing any outside coolers and having a party out here, but we can. But yeah, realistically speaking, yes, we do allow that stuff.
And again, we showed it earlier, but I know a lot of you pop on as you can. So here's a little rundown of the beer, the red wine menu, some specialty cocktails. We showed you the old fashioned a little bit earlier, the white wines. Here's the some of the menu items that they have. There's the lunch menu, as well as some appetizers and some sandwiches. So come hungry and come enjoy. All right, we talked about this earlier, so we might as well play it. This was Joe on set with us back in the fall that his aunt loves so much. We'll have more live from Weingarten Vineyards when we return.
Hello, everyone. Joe Tomiser with Weingarten Vineyard here. Just had a great day at the set of the Real Monica Adams show. I think the biggest takeaway and the biggest word for the day for me is passion. You can see with her craft of how passionate that she is to provide a different view from what she had done in her past career, now in a new career. She made today so easy, and it was easy for me as well, because we share that passion for what we do. When it's doing interviews on set, giving a different view on life, essentially, and different experiences for you guys. Today could not have gone better. I most definitely encourage you guys to continue to tune in to her shows, and maybe you'll see me back again. You will see me back again. Sorry, Monica.
It's so fun.
Yeah.
All right, welcome back again. We got him live now. Joe Tomiser, the general manager of Weingarten Vineyards, again, off Rottler Road. So if you want to come on 55, head southbound, get off at Highway O, go to 32, go to Rottler Road, and that is where they're located. We've been showing you a walkthrough, kind of a virtual tour for you until you're able to come here live. So we showed you upstairs the bridesmaids' quarters, the groomsmen's quarters. The dining room, by the way, is absolutely stunning. I took some video earlier that we're going to show you in just a second, but where are we now, Joe?
We are in the bridesmaids' bathroom.
Okay.
The bridesmaids'
you're so
bathroom.
proud of this.
Yeah. So this is of everything that I've designed so far. This is by far the best. It's beautiful. The showers are ginormous. They'll have rain shower heads, and my theme for that bathroom is kind of the pearly white and gold. It is super cool. I mean, fellas, they have a nice shower, but at the end of the day, it's awesome. It is so cool.
It is absolutely beautiful.
Awesome get ready area, all the natural light in there. Also, eventually I'll have a ginormous LED mirror on the wall once I have it in house. Just have to have time to put it up, but it's super cool in there. It's one of the nicest things by far about the entire place is their bathroom, which it has to be. The ladies' bathroom in the main lobby is beautiful too.
The whole place is, and I hope, again, if you're just tuning in, shout out to all of you. Come on over and join us if you can today. Take the drive out. It is a really pretty drive, by the way, and we actually kind of need that after. I just want to say thoughts and prayers to all that have been affected by the storms yesterday. We would be remiss to not say 5 people, and I don't know if it's been more, but 5 people for sure have lost their lives. I cannot believe the damage that I have seen. I checked on my brother right away because he lives in the city. My husband's sisters live in the city. Right away it was, oh my gosh, is everybody okay? Is everybody okay? The damage. This too shall pass. The community comes together and taking care. Did you all have hail out here?
It was one of the weirdest weather days that I've seen. It was 30 minutes of, oh, it's beautiful outside. Let's go outside. Oh, 30 minutes of, oh, it's raining sideways. And then it's beautiful outside. Then we have a double rainbow, and then we have hail. It was one of the strangest weather days that we've had out here.
I'm going to try to, before we wrap up, because I always want to bring the positivity. We're going to try to get that picture. There's a picture that, did you take it or your aunt took it?
My aunt took it.
Yeah. So if we can, we'll try to grab that picture before we wrap up today. There's some, again, wedding pictures that have already been taken here that are absolutely beautiful. So just take a look at the possibilities of the way your wedding could look with how beautiful it is. And again, so much more to come. So ideally, Joe, you want everything to be done by about when?
A month ago. But everything in regards to, we're constantly going to keep updating and decorating and all of that stuff. But the main portion of it by the end of this month.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
And I'm going to tell you what, folks,
close.
He'll get it done, because what they did in 3 days, I would be surprised if it doesn't. So the other thing that I want you to all to know, and we're actually going to come back. We were talking about staying on the property tonight, but just trying to get dogs taken care of, and just, life happens.
Yes.
But you have rooms for people to stay in.
Absolutely.
So we're going to talk over some of these pictures and then also videos that we had. So you've got 2 bedrooms then, right?
Yep. So we have both of these rooms can be booked on Airbnb for non-wedding folks, but for our bride and our groom, we have a honeymoon suite that's included also in the venue costs in our wedding package. We also have a second room as well. They both have outdoor private balconies. They're super, super nice, and you have this awesome view in the background that we have here. And I do want to mention, everything that we have shown you today is all included in our venue price. Like, there is no optimization of $3 here, you have to pay for this, $4 here, you have to, no. It's venue costs, food costs, beverage costs, and that's it. That's literally it. And everything that we've shown you today is included in all of those venue prices. So.
Again, Weingarten Vineyards, if you're just tuning in. All right, let's walk them through take a little virtual tour here.
Yeah, you can wash a horse in that shower. It is massive. It's a huge shower, super beautiful. Now, this was already all here when we purchased the property. Both of these rooms were built out by the previous owner. They're absolutely gorgeous. And then this in here, that's still the bathroom over there.
This is a longer video. I'm going to show you the whole thing.
Oh, perfect.
Because the bathrooms are beautiful here. I mean, we love a good-looking shower.
So that wood wall is it's a beautiful accent wall. It's the same one that sits in the bridal suite. But yeah, both have king-size beds in them. Like I said, the outdoor balcony view is very intimate, very private. Super, super, super nice. Very nice view.
And then here's bedroom 1. Yeah,
so this is our honeymoon suite. Like I said, we can book both of these on Airbnb.com under our website as well. Can take you straight to the link. And then for this is included also in our wedding package. This is the honeymoon suite. So this is for the night, for the bride and the groom, the night of the wedding. Bathroom's beautiful, shower's beautiful, and you got a soaker tub in there as well.
It's very cool. Stately.
Oh yeah, it's very cozy. Very cozy is probably the best way that I would put it, for sure.
And then both of those have a really beautiful, and I'll walk you out in just a second, a beautiful balcony or a little patio area that you walk out to, and then you sit there and just look at this sprawling hills.
Yeah. So when we first purchased the property in June, I stayed down here for 3 straight months, and every single night I would watch the sun go down on that outdoor balcony. It was not bad. Very relaxing. The sun actually sets immediately as soon as you open the door to the right-hand side, right out our ceremony spot out there. It's awesome.
And so I didn't even know that this was the honeymoon suite.
Mm-hmm.
So, honey, we would have stayed in the honeymoon suite. I
Yeah.
told him, I said, look, what do you think about renewing wedding vows out here? That's another whole idea.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we do intimate wedding packages as well for 50 or less people. So we do vow renewals. We do smaller weddings, ceremony only, or reception only. We're even doing a prom. I mean,
sure.
We do
Dream
everything.
it up.
We do everything.
There it is, by the way. There's that view I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, that's just stunning. And then down below, you're actually talking about
that outdoor ceremony space.
Yeah.
Yep. So when you first walked in, we have our arbor, and that is what is also included in all wedding packages. And that down there is our outdoor ceremony spot for 200 or less.
Okay.
But we also have our vineyards. We have our lake as well that we can use for all of our ceremony spots. You get all three options.
And then one more. Let's take a look here. So is this like where the rehearsal dinners would be?
Yeah. So in this room, we've done baby showers, bridal showers, family reunions, rehearsal dinners. I mean, you name it, company meetings, corporate events. We do those as well. We do a ton of Christmas parties for companies. We've done it all in this room, and it's a beautiful space with an outdoor access as well. So this room holds up to 50. But you really have a bunch more room on the outside also because you have that indoor and outdoor access with that room.
All right. So again, folks, if you're just tuning in, and go back, because if you missed any of this, that's the beauty of streaming. You all get a chance to go back and look at everything. I'm going to have Jenny walk through and show you the dining room from off of where we are right now, this beautiful outside patio, and then actually walking inward to the stunning dining room. So here's the view for you, by the way, and shout out to your staff working hard today.
Absolutely.
There they are, right? They're getting some drinks and getting some food for you, but look at this room. Come on. It is amazing.
It's beautiful. Yep. We have a bunch of indoor seating, and I had to have a TV, of course. I had to have a TV. So we'll throw up golf or any sort of games on there during the day or in the evening, but still kind of keeping it. We're not a sports bar. I don't want too many TVs, but I gotta have one, right?
Yeah.
So the entire building was built around that fireplace. That fireplace goes all the way from the basement straight up to the top, and then they built out both wings of the house of the winery after that.
And that bar.
I don't know how they even fit that thing to the front door. It is huge. It's super nice to work behind. When duty calls, I'm back there.
I know you are. I've got a picture of you serving some wine up.
Yep, absolutely. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. It's an awesome spot to be. Not a bad place to work is what I will say when I'm back there.
I'm going to try to pull. So I know the entire team. How many employees do you have here?
In between 20 and 25, around the 20 number. Yep.
There he is, pouring some wine for us.
Yeah, absolutely.
I didn't ask you, what's your favorite, red or white?
Red.
Yep, that's my man right there.
Yep.
Nothing against white wine. I like white wine. And then when it's really, really, really hot, I mean, I get it. Sometimes people are like, I just can't do a red wine. I like red wine, period.
Yeah. Well, I accidentally left this guy in the fridge, so it won't be as room temp. But
no, and actually, anybody that really is big into red wine will tell you that the optimum temperature to serve red wine is actually 52 to 60 degrees. So it's not room temperature.
Yeah.
We don't want
a little bit under. It's a little bit under. I got my cooler set at like 54 inside.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so how about we do that? Thank you again to Jenny, to Jim, to Andy helping us behind the scenes. I want to introduce your aunt in just a second, and then let's taste some of this incredible wine. Folks, if you're looking for something to do today, I would love to see you. I'd love to meet you. If you can't come today, then do us a favor and put it on your calendar for a future trip out here. This is how you find them, and there's their hours. Again, go to weingartenvineyard.com. Go on Facebook at Weingarten Vineyard, and if you want to shoot an email and maybe start talking about having this as where you have an event, a wedding, etc., you can email joe.weingartenvineyard@gmail.com. All right, what are we going to try next?
This was the Winery of the Year in 2024.
Winery of the Year.
So it's important for guests to know we don't make any of our own wine in our building yet.
Right.
But the wine that we do carry, you can't just go to your local Total Wine and buy.
Yep.
We get it directly from the wineries themselves. It is so windy out here. But this is a red blend. Planeta is the winery. It is the winery of the year in 2024 is a red blend.
This is from Sicily?
From Sicily, yeah.
Now, you're talking my language here.
This is...
He didn't even know I'm a big fan of Italy.
This is one of my... Oh, it's so good. One of my favorite bottles of wine we have, by far.
He's getting so excited.
Yeah, absolutely. Look at the color.
Cheers, cheers, cheers.
Cheers.
So we do our Wet Your Whistle Wednesdays. We're wetting our whistle on this gorgeous Saturday.
Yep.
And, it's definitely, I'm telling you right now, you can always tell a difference in the nose from something in the United States to something from Europe. Yeah. Don't you agree?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The
and
color.
look at the color.
It's... see-through. It's beautiful. Perfect cherry red. It's beautiful.
What nose do you get?
I get like
it's earthy.
Like a mineral-y, like limestone almost. And then I get a little bit of like, not a dark cherry, more of like
it's like chocolatey cherry.
Yeah.
Or almost like a ruby red port.
Yeah. Yeah,
it does. So, were you a wine drinker before your family took this over?
No.
What did you drink?
Beer. And I still do. I still love my Crown Apple and cranberry, my Crown Apple and water. But I tell you what, the reason why I probably didn't like wine is because I was having.
You were drinking Mad Dog 2020. Yes, let's be real.
I was drinking college box wine.
Yeah, and you have definitely elevated. All right, let's taste this. And then Jenny's going to show, Italy through and through. I can't wait. My husband loves everything about Sicily. So let's show this before we take our break. We were talking earlier about just how pretty it is adjacent to us and an opportunity for you for, again, ceremonies, beautiful pictures. Isn't that stunning? We'll just kind of do a little panoramic view. And here's what I'm going to do, because a lot of times in life, we just need silence. I'm going to let you listen so that you understand just how quaint it can be out here for you when you book this place for your upcoming wedding or for an event. So Jenny, just take it away and show your beautiful photography skills, and we'll get ready to go to a break, and we'll come back and we'll meet his aunt and we'll taste some more wine, and we'll invite you to come out here to Weingarten Vineyards.
Carroll House is now the contemporary furniture design center.
We now have the largest selection of the latest ultra-modern furniture.
Sleek European designs, unique metals, bold lacquers, plush fabrics, and retro styles.
Modern furnishings with exclusive collections only at Carroll House.
Plus free financing, free delivery and setup, and free in-home design.
Visit the St. Louis Center for Contemporary Design inside our 3.5-acre showrooms at Carroll House.
Because you like nice things.
This lady got me in the best shape of my life. I literally didn't know that I could be in shape like that. But the amount that she pours into her clients, and especially whenever you get the one-on-one training, it's mind-blowing. I mean, it was really life-changing. I learned so much about proper form, about nutrition, about just being able to invest in myself. I hired Monica to be my personal trainer, which was one of the best decisions I've ever made.
And welcome back once again. If you're just tuning in, Weingarten Vineyard in Sainte Genevieve. Yep, put those glasses on. It's bright. So I know you as Aunt Kathleen. What's your full name?
Kathleen McMillan.
All right, Kathleen McMillan. Thank you, by the way, for being a regular viewer of the show.
I love it.
Thank you.
I love
What do you love most about what my team's done?
It's positive. It is just uplifting. It's laughing. You are real. You are just, I love it. When the animals trip over your PC, they trip over your phone. You were just, but I liked you everywhere you have been.
Thank you.
So,
one of the things that I wanted to make sure for all of you that followed me from TV and radio is that you understood that life needs to be more real and authentic, right? Everything's not so perfect like this, right? I fixed my hair before I left. I don't know why.
It doesn't matter.
So what are you most proud of what your family has done here?
Well, first of all, my husband wanted to make an investment. So, I'm thinking, okay, let's go to France. And he said, let's go look at this wine garden. I'm like, oh, wow. Okay. And he just wanted to do it. And we have really good family. He said,
yes, you do.
He said, Joe, and he said, Eric, here you go. We have sisters, we have friends, everybody pitches in. And that's how we were raised.
I love it.
So,
Again, community is just going to continue to come here and fall in love with your family. I have now met Joe and his mom, Sharon, and then you, and then is it Mary
Beth's
Beth?
here. She's
Yep.
my youngest sister.
She didn't want to go on.
No, oh, really? Oh, okay. Well, she's the gabber. I'm surprised she didn't.
Oh, maybe not. I know Sharon didn't want to.
Yeah.
But so everybody that's just getting a chance to see the videos and the pictures that we have shown, what are you most excited for them to see when they come here?
Oh, just what these people have done. I mean, I come from software. I work in a software business.
Okay.
And Joe and Eric's vision has been outstanding. And my husband just said, carte blanche, make it happen.
What's your favorite here?
I would say just what he's done with the whole bar area, the food. I remember that he said the day that they found the chef, he's like, oh my God, we found a chef, we're ready. And then his vision for the whole bridegroom parties, I don't have that vision. And I was like, you are amazing.
Well, it's just crazy to see. I mean, again, we're looking at the after, we're going back and forth between the before and after to see what your vision was. And truly that it was days ago that it looked like this.
I know. And my Fitbit reflects it because my Fitbit has got like 35,000 steps a day on it from cleaning and stuff, but we love it.
So Aunt Kathleen would say that's how you get in shape. You take over a vineyard and you start getting to work. That room is just beautiful. So tell us, since, again, women came here and celebrated on Mother's Day. How incredible was it?
Oh, it was lovely. Obviously crazy, right? Because it was every day is our first day here because we have not been open a full year.
Yep.
And the people were so polite. They were nice. Kids, families, mothers, grandmas. And I was laughing because there was one gentleman coming up and getting mimosas for his grandma. And he kept saying, just a little bit of champagne, just a little bit, not much. And then grandma would complain. So he'd have to come back. We'd have to put a little bit more champagne. I said, more? He goes, no, she gets in trouble. She'd come over. I want more champagne. So I love that. I love the event. It was so much fun.
Yeah. Everyone always starts out by saying, just a little. Oh, okay, never mind. Just a little bit more.
Yeah.
Just a splash of orange juice.
That's right. It was fun.
Do you have a favorite room, or again, we keep talking about the barrels that you're seeing right here on the screen, but what's your favorite?
I love room one. That's one of our Airbnbs. It is near and dear to my heart because I've cleaned it like 1,000 times, but it's beautiful. Somebody walks in there and it takes your breath away and everything else goes away.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
I agree. And so when I was looking at those and I'm like, oh, my husband would be all about this place. It's very stately, like I said, but I can see how both men and women both would love it. That poster bed, by the way, is stunning.
It is beautiful. And in fact, I talked to couples that come out of the room, and they'll be like, it's the most wonderful thing.
Yeah.
And then a couple last night came out here and stared at the stars.
Yeah.
And it was just...
Can we talk about that? Everybody and again, our hearts and thoughts and prayers going out to the city. But when you're in the city and the lights are everywhere, you miss out. I mean, my husband and I, he kept telling me that. He's like, honey, you'll see. So we ended up moving south, and not this far south, but we have about 6 acres. And I got it. As soon as we got the house, I looked up and went, oh, I get it. Getting away from the lights and seeing the incredible view. Also, mad props for your food, by the way. What's your favorite on the menu?
Oh, gosh, every time I come, I have to have the salmon.
Oh, I'm salmon yummy.
And the weird part is, I don't even like crab cakes. And every time we were here last night, we had to have crab cakes because they're so good. They're delicious.
Okay, we're having crab cakes.
Great hamburger. His flatbreads are delicious. I mean, I could go on and on.
Good. That's why people need to come out here.
Even people who don't like pretzels with dip, there's people who order those pretzels and dip. I don't know what he does. He makes them.
I'm going to tell you something. It's just like when a person doesn't like a dog. I think something's wrong with the person who doesn't like pretzels and cheese.
Yeah, I mean, it's like they're delicious. So everything is really good. But I have to have the salmon. Okay. I love it.
We're going to have a little smorgasbord here today.
Green beans and broccoli.
Okay.
In case you want to
for healthy, right? But it's all about the balance in life. So you mentioned earlier you're a big fan of white wines, right? Sauvignon Blanc?
I like Sauvignon Blanc. I actually like red wines, but sometimes I'm like, oh, I want something a little bit lighter.
Yes.
And
you like the Sauvignon Blanc from New Zealand?
I love it.
Okay, well, let's toast you.
All right, thank you.
No, thank you. Thank you for being such a big fan. Thank you for getting your
shows.
Thank you for getting your nephew on the show, and we look forward to doing a lot more. I can't wait to see this all finished. Can't wait to see weddings here. Can't wait to just get friends to come out here because my husband and I love to hop on the Harley and just take the drive out. So we'll do that, and then we'll stay in bedroom 1.
And the prom pictures here are phenomenal. We have proms that come here with huge I guess, limos and buses.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because the kids go take pictures and mom and dads hang out at the bar. They're
Sure.
like, oh, we're just so done. Just let them take their picture. And
Is the school year over yet?
yeah, they're like, oh no. And downstairs, they take the pictures on the spiral staircase. They take it by the barrels. They love to take by the water.
Sure.
But it's fun because mom and dad are just,
Yeah, you do your thing. Yeah, you go with the kids. Again, so many beautiful areas here at Weingarten Vineyards to take your pictures. All right, we're going to take our final break. We'll bring Joe back on, and we've got a couple more wines that we're going to taste with you. But again, if you are just watching this and you're thinking of something to do today, look, it's just a few minutes away before they get ready to start the band. They've got music out here for you. As we said, here's the May music lineup, I should say. So today is Baker and Margot. Abigail Tate will be playing on the 25th, and then on the 31st, Vince Martin. By the way, I have seen Vince play many times. Vince is an incredible act. But looking forward to dancing with you and singing with you today. If you can make it out, if you can't, then as we mentioned, please put this on your list of places to go in the future. The wrap up of our live show from Weingarten Vineyards coming up. This is my wonderful role model, one of my best friends.
She's, oh my gosh, you got a long life. You could probably live to be 130 or something. And I said, oh God, I hope not.
It's getting hot in here. Don't take off all your clothes.
I'm not going to take off my clothes. On the radio tape, going to
Kansas City, Kansas City, here I come. We're gonna speak. We're not gonna spank anybody. We're gonna speak about knowing your value, and then I'm gonna.
I'm going to spank them.
If you don't know your value and you don't grab hold of how important you are, I'm gonna spank you. Folks, you never know what you're gonna get with her. Welcome back again. We have been live for the last hour. If you missed out on it, be sure to check it out, but do the greatest thing that you can do, which is to share like crazy, support those that support us. So share, like, and follow our live stream today and throughout the week, Monday through Friday. If you're new to the show, by the way, we're on for you at 7 a.m. And then we do these incredible mobile Monicas. So if you have a place that you would like for us to take our show on the road to, just let us know. We've been visiting again with the wonderful Joe Tomiser, and we're going to wrap up, rightfully so, with some more wine.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So here I have a Bellini from the famous Harry's Bar.
Oh.
And how did you say that?
Venezia.
Venezia. Yes. I just got this bottle yesterday. We're going to start serving it in a couple weeks.
So Harry's Bar
this.
from the 30s?
Yeah. Yeah. So this is like the original birthplace in Italy of where the Bellini is from. Look at that bottle. Like it is.
It's baby. It's actually.
It is mint.
Come on, girls know what it is.
Yeah.
This is Tiffany Blue.
Tiffany Blue. Sorry, I see. Oh, this looks like mint to me, don't it? Yeah. Tiffany Blue. There you go.
I almost wore my Tiffany glasses today. I got to take a picture with Tiffany.
So,
and Tiffany.
This is a fantastic bottle. So this is more of like it's very sweet. It's peach. It's
yumminess in a glass.
Yeah, it's the drink of the summer, and which is why I'm putting it on my menu.
Oh, I like it.
The drink of the summer.
Yeah, I was just gonna say what new things that might be coming that are not on the current menu.
Redoing it as we speak. I'm going to be adding a Chilean cab, some French Pinot Noirs. Another French Sauvignon Blanc. Mm-hmm. I'm not getting rid of Kathleen's, but
you got to change the label to Kathleen's.
Yeah. I just Kathleen's Sauvignon Blanc. But yeah, this is incredible for those who do like sweeter wines.
Mm-hmm. This is very peachy.
This is very peachy. It's kind of like a peach sangria in a bottle. It's amazing. Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, it's sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I could not do more than one of those.
Yes.
It's very sweet.
It's very sweet. That's what a Bellini is. It's very sweet, very peachy.
Well, you can mix that with the juice and just do like a little spritzer.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is going to be on our menu for those who like sweet wines that
I would pair that, by the way, if you're looking. So don't get sweet and sweet. I wouldn't do this with a dessert. Do this with a little spice.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
would be
This
good.
it's
And some
for those
fresh, actually.
who don't necessarily like the dry wines
Yeah.
that maybe haven't explored the wine realm very much. This is calling your name.
There's something for everyone on the menu.
Absolutely.
All right, as we
Absolutely.
wrap up, for people that are thinking being spontaneous to come out, tell them why they need to be here today. By the way, the wind seemed to have stopped, and now this beautiful sunrise.
Well, it's about time. But yeah, we have everything for everybody, and a lot of times, for guys, they're kind of reluctant to go to a winery. Oh, they only serve wine.
Yep.
That's not the case here. I have 25 different bottles of liquor. I have 12 draft beers. I have 8 bottled beers. I have signature cocktails, and of course my wine selection of 40 different wines from 8 or 9 different countries across the world that you can't find at your local Total Wine or go into the store and buying something. So it creates a different experience for both the ladies and gentlemen that come out here. So it's a beautiful view. You can't beat it anywhere else. And
speaking of which, I told you I'd get it on before we ended.
You sure did.
So don't think that I'm not paying attention to him.
Yep.
I'm just trying to multitask.
Yep, that was last night in the array of crazy weather we had down here, but ended the night with the double rainbow. So it was super cool.
That was stunning.
Yep.
And again, it's a metaphor in life, right? When hard times come, the storms will pass, and then you get something like that to look
Always a light at the end of the tunnel.
at. Amen.
Yep.
My friend.
Cheers.
Thank
you very much.
No,
I
thank
appreciate you.
I can't wait to come back here and be able to relax and stay and enjoy just calmness.
Yeah.
Which is what you've created here.
Yeah.
You should be
appreciate
so proud.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Nope. Thank you.
you very much.
And to all of you, if you're looking for something to do today, once again, we would absolutely love to see you out here. We're going to be out here for a little while, enjoying the music, enjoying the beautiful view. So if you're looking for where are they located, here you go. And as far as the days that they're open, it's Thursday through Sunday. Check them out online, weingartenvineyard.com. And I know a lot of you might have your favorites that you've been to, but then all of a sudden you find a new place and it becomes your favorite. And yes, you might be like, oh, I'm in St. Louis. It's kind of a drive. It's worth it, though. It's a beautiful drive out 55. The rolling hills are just absolutely stunning. So think about it. If you can't come today, then please, we would love to have you come out here in the future. Have a beautiful one. Cheers to you.
Cheers.
Have a fantastic weekend, and we'll see you on Monday.